I don't see Ali's phone. I don't see that one.
She's on. She's got it black.
Yeah, it's just there you go. Here we are. Here we are. There's my Scooby-Doo.
I see that pretty painting over there. That's your desk there.
It's not something that I did, and then we've got outside.
Oh, nice. I'm always curious of how it looks in people's environment.
Yeah. All right. Are we ready?
Okay. You're the ringmaster.
All right. Okay. Let's do a few intros then for all the lovely peeps out there. So let's introduce, first of all, Kaila. Hello, Kaila. How are you today?
Hi everyone. I'm good. Happy to be here with my soul sisters to do tarot anytime. So glad we're doing this together.
Whereabouts are you in the world, Kaila?
I'm in Canada right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lovely. Super. Is it cold? Is it snowy?
It is not snowing, but it is a bit chilly. It's not too bad. It's about probably like 11 degrees Celsius, which is not bad at all. At least for today.
Hi.
Lovely.
I'm Lynn.
Lynn, who are you and where do you come from?
I come from my mom.
I come from my mom. My mom.
And I'm in Central Virginia with my 11 Labradors. Happy to be here with my beautiful soul sisters for all of our divination tools.
As
we learn and grow. So
now it's Barbara's birthday today.
Yeah, can you tell?
As you can see. Barb, what do you do and where are you in the world?
Yeah, well, I'm in my name is Barbara, and I'm in Miami, Florida, based in Miami, Florida. And I'm a singer and / apprentice musician. And I lived all over in Europe. My home away from home is Italy. I lived and modeled in Italy. It was a fun chapter in my life. And I decided to move back to the United States because I missed my family and I knew there was a calling for me here. I didn't know what it was, but now I do. So that's who I am. So I'm in Miami and I'm glad to be here with Kaila says, my soul sisters. You all are my soul sisters. Let me tell you. Just get my camera here. So
what instruments are you planning to learn, Barb, or are you in the process of learning?
I'm actually learning how to play the piano because I already sing.
Ooh.
So that's fun, and learning learning a musical instrument that helps me with my singing as well. So I'm learning how to. I've been learning how to play the piano for the last longest. I mean, piano, guitar, and all that stuff. But I'm trying to get serious now. Nice. So
I really can't wait until your little concert for us. That'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
True. Well, maybe one of these meetings that we do, I can play a little song for you all.
Oh, completely. Yeah.
Great.
I mean, singing I can already sing, but you don't want to hear that.
We can just sit in the background and shake our maracas or something.
Shake my maracas?
Yeah.
I'll play some singing bowls or some chimes.
Right. I was about to say that.
Exactly. Yeah. I've got a tuning fork or something I can just bash or
Hey, anything works. Anything vibrations. Anything musical works. So I'm just glad to be here with you all today. It is my birthday, November 14th, 2023. Just for the record, we'll say that on recording.
Yep.
So I'm glad that you all got together with me on my birthday, and that's really a fortune.
Happy birthday, Bob. Happy birthday.
I'm honored.
Cool. So today, I'm Ali. I'm in Hong Kong and I'm English and I'm a naturopath and a strength and conditioning coach, and I'm happy to be here with you guys as well. So today, what we're going to do in honor of Barb's birthday, we're going to do a little zodiac spread pull, which is where we're going to talk about all the aspects Barbara's life, and we're all
Are we
going
doing
to
that
talk around
first?
that. No, I think we'll do the pods first. So
Yes.
we've all kind of watched this video, and we'll put the link below of this video from fleurbrun, and she talks about us being in pods. So Barb, do you wanna talk about what this video is? And then what we'll do is we'll all pull cards on it, and we'll see what we all think of this video.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Just, make a long story short, I've been following fleurbrun ever since probably 2015, 2016. And she's always said things that resonate and always made me think. And so I follow her for a while. And she's into, natural healing, the herbs, and being a mom, because she's a mom. And that's what I really, really, I'm not a mom, but I really like that she is a mom and she talks to the mothers out there. She talks to her, the people that are not mothers. She talks to men, she talks to women, and she talks to brown skinned people. She talks to the lunars. She talks to a lot. So she's all encompassed. So I really like her about that. Sometimes she goes a little bit deep, and it's hard for me to follow her. I have to say that. However, I love watching her channel. I like following her. Fleurbrun. Fleurbrun is FLEURBRU. I mean BRUN. It's like French because she's of Haitian descent.
Brown flour.
Brown flour. So she's of Haitian descent, but she grew up in, I believe, in New York or somewhere, but in the United States. So she's a home girl. So recently she's been talking about how we're living in a what did I call it? We're living in
Holographic simulation.
Holographic simulation, and this is us on Earth, but we're actually sleeping on pods somewhere else. It's like a movie. What she explained is almost like a movie. So I'm like, what? This is not the first time that she surprised me, but we're all sleeping in pods somewhere off planet. And off planet, she says, was this planet called Nibiru. And my brother's been talking to me about Nibiru for about 20 years. This planet or ship, he said, is a ship that's coming towards Earth, and then it's going to get to Earth, and then you can decide to get on if you don't want to get off. You don't want to get on. So like, okay, so this Nibiru, she says it's basically the planet Jupiter. So basically, here we are. We're living a holographic life on Earth, but we're actually asleep in a pod somewhere, and we're just kind of projecting what we're doing right now. And so that kind of it kind of hit me in a certain way. So I just wanted to kind of like, read. And Fleurbrun, if you're watching this, she could be watching. She watches a lot of people. Or if she will watch this, because this is our first video. If you're out there watching Fleurbrun, I like you, and follow you whenever I can. So I would like to read on that. If we can do like a spread to see, not because I'm doubting what she's saying. It's just that let's look into what she's saying. I mean,
Yeah,
and we can say,
yeah, and it's because it's a little bit out there, right? She's the only person that I've heard saying that. It's not to doubt her, because I'm sure that she absolutely thinks that it's 100% real, but it's just to get one more insight, or four more insights into whether there is truth in it, because there could be some truth in it. It might not be 100%. But yeah.
So how do we want to phrase the question, ladies?
Ooh. How do I want to phrase it? Let's just go right straight forward to it. Let's say, is there any truth and integrity of what she's saying? Because maybe even
about the pods, we want to restrict that to the pods, though, right? About the pods of Jupiter.
Restricted to the pods. And I want to clarify something. I don't want to doubt what she believes she knows and what she's given to the people. I don't want to doubt that, because I love watching her. Yeah.
You're looking for validation.
I just want to look and see what the card says. Validation from the cards. See what the card says. So we're going to look around the cards, see if there's any truth or integrity of what she's saying. If it's what she's saying, if there's any truth to that. For people out there that really don't know and have a doubt, that maybe even watch her and really want to and watch something like tarot cards and want to know. So let's do that. Without any disrespect to you, fleurbrun, we're pulling cards on what you're saying, my sister.
We still love you, lady.
Yep, we're
Whatever
just looking for
happens, we still
validation.
love you.
We want to we want to confirm what she's saying. And by the way, I pulled cards on this already, so maybe I shouldn't pull cards already. And I'll tell you all what I got after you pull cards. So I'm not going to pull cards on this. I know what I got already. Would you like me to tell you what I got before or after you pull cards?
Yep.
Okay. I got that what she was saying, there's truth and integrity to it. And that really surprised me. Like, how in the world could that be? I got integrity on that. She was saying there was something true about what she was saying, and somehow some type of dimension, some type of way, but it was true. Let's see what you get.
Okay. Kaila, let's go with you first as your top left.
Okay, I'm just setting up. So let's see. Have any of you heard about Katie Rain by chance? She's a Canadian, but she does travel around a lot. She was another
what's her
person
name?
who I heard, Katie Rain, Rain. She's sort of come up on YouTube recently, well, not too recently because she hasn't posted in a while. She's Canadian, apparently.
She's a pilot. She was on with Lewis Herms and the Truth Tour too. Katie did part of that. So
the reason why I brought her up is because she also mentioned the pods, and she mentioned that she had like some sort of memory of waking up in the pods, and it was under the ocean, and she gave some details that I can't really remember, but I just thought that was interesting. So I'm just
okay. While you all are pulling, I have to mute myself for a second, and I'll be right back. I just have to check something really quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm still with you.
Just checking to see if you can see this better. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Okay.
I'm just gonna take a minute here to look at it. If anybody wants to go first, because they've pulled before me, feel free to do so.
I'm happy to talk through mine if you like. So what's really interesting, Kaila, I can immediately see we've got a couple of similar cards here.
Okay.
So I think people are a little bit scared about this situation with the Seven of Cups. I think things have gone quickly to get us to exactly where we are at the moment. And I think this is a little bit of a surprise here. I think that what she's saying is going to kind of upset some people. I think it's going to freak people out with this worst fears kind of card. But I think overall, if you look at the near future card, this is a victory card, right? Everything will be all good. This is a white hat card as well, isn't it? And I think this is going to be a bit all steam ahead. And you've got this card as well, Kaila, the Eight of Pentacles. So maybe 80% of what she's saying is correct. Maybe that's what the feeling that I get, or maybe we're 80% there into kind of knowing a little bit more about all this, or maybe even 8 months away from knowing it all. And the other cards that I've pulled are you've got the Four of Swords, so there's things hidden here. It's not everything as she's saying. You've got the Justice card, so whoever's kind of put us in the pods, I think, will kind of have their comeuppance. But ultimately, it will all be good with the King of Pentacles. And the card I've got on the bottom is the Nine of Swords. So there's going to be some worry. People are going to worry a little bit, but it's all needless. And yeah, so I think essentially, yes, I think there is some truth in this. I think it's just not 100% as she's saying it. There's going to be slight differences in the actual real truth of it all. Kaila,
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah, as you mentioned, so I have the Seven of Cups here as the first card. We had this discussion before as to whether it's, this kid, and in the middle, why I say this is why I'm going to say what I'm going to say is because in the middle I have the Ace of Cups, which suggests a creative yes. So there is some truth to it, especially with the Page of Swords in the past. However, I don't feel it's the whole story. I think there is more at play for the collective. So maybe, as you said, with the Eight of Pentacles, I think that more is going to be revealed in the advice. I'm seeing the Four of Cups and the Hanged Man. So enlightenment and more information is forthcoming, but there is some sort of truth to it. Maybe it's not for everybody. Maybe it doesn't involve everyone. But she does have, I'm seeing, I got two clarifiers, the Queen of Wands and the Fool. She is intuitive. Definitely there's something there. As to whether this is the entire story, I think there's more that's going to come out about this.
Nice. Lynn, what have you got?
Yeah, there's a lot of hidden stuff here because she comes up as the High Priestess. I have the Four of Swords in the past, Allie. And then you've got the situation is the Chariot. So even that, and I think the Chariot in this with the Moon and the High Priestess isn't necessarily about speed of things. It could be, but it still could just be going back to the Cancerian crab and holding things in and, protection. Yep. There's some protection around them and stuff. I mean, you got the Queen of Swords, which straight up and down, truth and integrity coming from there. Totally. So I think she totally means it. But again, I've still got the Four of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. So yeah, I think there is some truth there. It may be mixed. It may be that we asked the question wrong because again, I remember her talking about the 144, which I believe Katie is also a part of. That's why she's piloting and doing the things she's doing, and they are in these pods. So some of the mixture may be our questioning, basing it on everybody being on these pods rather than the 144. And then my clarifiers were the Sun and the Five of Cups. So.
And then with the Moon, I was looking at the High Priestess and the Moon right next to it. So definitely something's hidden there.
Yeah. Yep.
And then with the Sun below it, it will come to light, right?
Yep.
In the future,
I believe so.
In the near future.
Yeah. The truth and everything's going to come out. And it just may be that she's either being told to release it in this manner or, it's possible that she hasn't been given all the information to remember everything. I know a lot about what she says in the video is just trust me, I know what I know. And I totally understand that. And I believe she believes everything that, she's telling us. I don't have any doubt about that.
Yeah, I really like a lot of what she says, I have to say. I think she talks a lot of sense, and she's definitely very believable. I don't get that feeling that she's not speaking her truth at all.
Yeah.
Barb, so what did you get when you pulled?
Well, I pulled the other day, and she came up with, I believe she came up as either the King of Wands or some type of leader that's supposed to release this information to us. I don't know. Okay. I believe she probably feels that she should because she's put here for that. But when I got in the cards that she's a leader, I think I got the King of Wands, I got the Temperance, I got all types of good major arcana for her that went to show me that she's somebody. She's like a messenger, like an important messenger. And you can listen to her if you want to or not, but that's who she comes out as. So I got that what she was saying, it was true to some extent, that especially when she says she wakes up on these pods from time to time, and she can look around the room and she can see who's in the pods with her. And I think somebody in the chat room asked her, well, you think you were just dreaming? And she says, no, there's a difference between dreaming and having a conscious experience.
Mhm.
She says, no, because when you're dreaming, it's kind of like blurry and anything could go any type of way. But whenever you have a conscious experience, it's clear. And that could probably be what lucid dreams are. We can read on that too. Yeah. So I got what she said is there's some truth to it, man. I mean, I don't know how or where. I mean, it just seems weird. I mean, it seems like a movie. How could that be? I mean, no, like we're all living here. Like I'm living in Miami. You're in Hong Kong, and we're living in a. I know about the Matrix movie, but we're living in like a simulation, and then we're in pods like that movie that we saw. I mean, it just seems it almost seems ridiculous, but. Hey.
But there are so many films that are predictive programming, aren't there? So many of them. So it wouldn't surprise me whether the Matrix pulls from some truth. Like I say, it's not going to be 100%, is it? Because it has to be poetic kind of license in there. But yeah, it wouldn't really surprise. Nothing would surprise me right now about anything that's going on.
Same.
So
yeah, anything is possible. I'm telling you, after COVID, I'm thinking anything is possible in this world.
Exactly.
And maybe we could have known that before. Anything really is possible even before COVID. But now it's like, hey, whatever. You could be looking out your window one day and see like this flying saucer flying and looking at you, and
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, exactly. All right, good, lovely. Let's
I have
Paul.
my stars out every night. I have my stars. Several of them twinkle at me. They're out right now, as a matter of fact. So
you're lucky. And I can see some too. If it's not cloudy, I can see some too.
Yeah.
I love gazing at the stars. I love that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right.
So
I'm gonna
let's pull for Barb now. Lynn, do you want to do a zodiac spread for Barb?
I was gonna say let Kaila do
go
it
on.
maybe because she's got a bigger spread. I don't have a room. This thing is not gonna hold a zodiac spread. And then I'll leave it up. And if we're gonna pull some oracle cards, I can pull some oracle cards. So
Barb, over what time frame would you like the zodiac spread?
Let's do what y'all did for Tammy the other day. I mean, what did you do for? I mean, what did you do?
We did 3 months, I think.
Yep, 3 months.
Let's just make it easy. Let's do it like for the next year. That way, everything will be.
Okay.
You want a whole year or just to finish up this year?
Nah, let's do a year, like a whole 12 months. Let's just see what the next 12 months.
Okay.
That way we can we don't have any pressure or anything like that. And I'm looking for my computer headphones, so I put my headphones on here. That's what happens when you try to do everything your birthday. And I gotta confess, I did have a couple of glasses of Prosecco.
Hey, it's your birthday.
I mean, it's your birthday. It's important.
Exactly.
And you're 21 now, so you're legal. It's all good.
Yeah, exactly. You're allowed to do it.
Yeah, baby. But some people say, oh, well, I don't mix, when I'm doing tarot cards, I don't drink or anything. Some people, it depends on who you are. I believe it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sitting here drinking, guzzling, whatever, but I had a couple of drinks because, this afternoon is my birthday. But some people think that whenever you're doing tarot cards, it's best not to drink because some people say, oh, you're bringing in the bad vibes, or you can't really what do you all think about that? Lynn, I know you don't drink.
It's up to every individual, and as long as you're putting your protection and sealing everything up, I don't see where you'd be.
Yeah.
So you could be drunk as a duck with protection, and you could do your tarot card, right?
Yeah. I mean, if for example you're at a party, or it's happened to me a few times when I've had some wine. It happened actually when I had the girls here for Toby's birthday, and we opened up some wine, and they were like, oh, come on, get the cards out. So of course it did, and it's fine. It was fine. I was probably not thinking as well as what I probably would do, But it was fine. It was
So-
yeah.
Sometimes
I
you're more
don't
relaxed. When you're more relaxed, sometimes you
exactly.
can
Yeah.
even tap into your stuff even more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get my thing. Yeah, I'll be right back. I want to see if I could get my computer headphones. I'm sorry, you all.
You're fine.
Oh, it's just
Okay, I'm gonna try to fix this as best as I can.
So perhaps as we go round, Lynn, if you can talk, because you're our astrological guru, if you can talk a little bit about what each house is and what that means, because you're probably better at that than
I've
me.
got my chart. I've got my chart up. Okay, I can cheat sheet.
All right. All right. So with this Zodiac spread, we've got 12 cards down, and we've got the 13th card in the middle. So for each card, we talk about each house, and each house relates to a different area of Barbara's life. And the card in the middle is the card that the universe wants to say about this particular time frame.
all right. The next 12 months, the next year.
Yeah. See what amazing
Okay.
things are lined up.
I hope they're all good. If not, then hey, I'll deal with them.
Going to try to share a picture. I feel like I did this before, but I can't remember exactly
You know
how.
what? I think you might have. Did you take the picture and then share the
Are you
screen?
able to have a slightly more overhead
Share.
position?
Oh, that's the thing. My stand,
stand
my
won't let it, yeah.
is kind of short. That's the problem. I mean, I could hold it if you want to.
Allie, can you do a screen share with her?
Share,
So
Yeah,
she
I
can,
but it says, yeah,
if
only
she
the
takes
host
a
can
picture.
share.
Yeah, if she can, okay. If she takes a picture and sends it to you, and then you do a screen share, then you could put us all, and then the cards will be
Yeah,
up as we talk.
I've just allowed other people to screen share, so
Okay.
you can always send it to yourself,
I think I got
Kaila,
it.
and then you can upload that.
Yep.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
I know I shared it, but I'm not seeing it up on my computer. Are you seeing it?
No, not yet.
No, I just see
No.
black.
Right, same.
There we
There
go.
you go.
It is.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yay, we see
Gorgeous.
it.
Is it fair enough, or do you want me to take a better picture?
No,
No,
it's
that's
perfect,
clear
mate.
enough.
Oh, that's good.
Perfect.
That's good.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay,
All
so we're
right.
going to start with the first house, the house
Yeah.
of Aries, house of self, physical appearance, embodiment, how others perceive you, what comes naturally to you, physically vital, and personal projects and goals, which Barbara is coming in as the Three of Pentacles. Now, do you also want to say that the opposite house? Do you want to talk about the opposite house right now, which is your Knight of Swords?
Yeah.
the House of Libra?
Let's
Let's connect them. Let's connect them.
They're opposed. Okay. And then so the King of Swords.
Knight.
Knight of Swords is in the 7th house, house of Libra, which is house of other, partnerships, significant other, relationships, contracts, clientele, public, one-on-one clients, and meditation. So just the opposite. So other people coming in that have never seen a zodiac spread, the houses are always opposing to their opposites.
Bob, have you got new kind of partnerships in the offing in regard to like your musical stuff?
No,
Or is that likely to happen in the next year?
with musical stuff, I really don't see that happening, but I probably see that happening with my the wellness that I'm going into.
Okay.
Well, even
or perhaps
it could
be this stuff.
It could
as
even
well,
be
right?
us. It could even be us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yep, that could be you ladies.
But how are you reading the Three of Pentacles for Barbara as self?
I'm sort of seeing that there's kind of, she's seeing contracts, kind of that kind of she's seeing herself, as part of kind of one of this kind of partnership kind of thing, if you see what I mean.
Mhm.
That's what she's kind of thinking about most at the moment.
Or will
I'm
be over the
seeing that
year.
as she's coming in as someone who's very dependable. She works well with others. There's a strong foundation to her. People see her as, someone who's has, a lot to offer. One is clarified by the Knight of Swords. I mean, I do get what you're saying. There's something probably coming in within the next year in terms of news or some sort of new offer that adds to maybe what you're offering or how others see you. Some sort of new information or news coming out. Then I also see it next to is it the nine of cups, right? So they're seeing you as strong and dependable. There's some sort of wish fulfillment, I think coming out in the next year. The devil is next to the Knight of Swords too. How would you all read that? Maybe it's overcoming your fears and inner whatever it is, like self-doubt maybe.
Well, he's not badly aspected really with the Knight of
No,
Swords or
he's
the
not.
Yeah.
Page. So,
Mhm.
and he's actually aspected by the Emperor in the second
Right.
house, the House of Venus.
Mhm.
So, I wouldn't
Wouldn't read too
necessarily.
much into it. It would just probably
No.
be like self-doubt or just minor things that go on. Everybody has like a bit of self-doubt or inner fears, or maybe doing something new, right? She is venturing into this new project, right? So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, and it is in
It,
the
it,
House of Scorpio, which our little Barbara is.
yeah, I
Right.
mean,
And I definitely am.
it could also be, it could be a little bit of let yourself enjoy kind of the scorpionic kind of side of yourself. Basically, you need more sex, Barb. This is
Yeah, I'm not enjoying this. I should be jumping right into and doing, but I'm working so much. I have my mind on my new stuff. It's like, hey, you got to put that down. You got to enjoy your Scorpio.
yeah,
So
yeah,
yes,
that
I can attest to that. I need to, take more time out to actually enjoy who I am and the pleasures, not just, it's not all work and no play. And
yeah.
that's what I've been doing recently. All work and no play. All work and no play. And I
And
got to get back down.
and I feel that if you do that, because the Emperor's in your second house of Taurus, which is money and values and wealth and all that kind of thing, I feel like it will heighten that aspect, because the Emperor is, he's a he's very astute, and he kind of knows what he's talking about in terms of those parts of your life. So I think that if you allow yourself to have a bit more fun, then yeah, I think then your finances will kind of reflect that as well. Does
Yeah,
anybody else
Yeah.
read the
spoil
emperor?
yourself. Spoil yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
Give
Yeah.
yourself.
And sometimes I don't, because I think, oh, I don't deserve it right now because I need to work more. I need to put this away. I need to do that and stuff. And that's what a lot of people do. And you got to enjoy yourself, because I work really hard. I work really
Yeah.
hard. And
Yeah.
I should play really hard too. And I usually do.
Yeah.
Right? Lynn, you know about that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Working hard and playing hard. Yeah.
So,
So that's what that
Yeah,
resonates.
I think exactly what you're saying is showing up with the Emperor and the Devil, clarified by the Devil, because the Emperor is very structured and he's very reliable and has a lot of good qualities, but aspected by the Devil says that maybe you're being a little bit too structured and paying attention to a little bit too much to having boundaries, and you need to sort of free that mind a little bit, so same
Yeah.
thing as the others are saying.
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
that can mix in with the moon in the house of Gemini too. You know, your communication and coworkers and stuff. I think that can, you know, because it's the lobster going into uncharted territory and stuff like that. That could all be, and that all kind of blends in together for me. What do you guys think
Yeah.
about the moon in
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
makes
third
sense.
house?
Basically saying just to I could let go just a little bit more. Let's just say that.
Mm.
Just be like, let go a little bit more. Just say, hey, I don't care. I'm gonna work, but I'm gonna play. Just let it
Yeah.
go. I can see that.
Yeah. All right. Lynn, do you want to talk us through the fourth house of Cancer?
Of course, that's my house, of course, Cancer. House of home, house of Cancer, family, core values, your inner self, close people, you know, your soul sisters here. Foundations,
Yeah.
private life, and it could also be your mother. Two of Swords is interesting. Something could be on hold, another move maybe to a new home. I don't know. Did you guys lease up this year?
No,
I
no,
know
we're
you
fine with that.
moved. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we're fine with that.
Because that's aspected by the King of Swords.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
um,
And the Page of Wands right in the middle. So
but perhaps what that means is that you know everything at home, what you're doing is right at the moment. So you don't need to put so much emphasis on pushing that forward. Maybe like other aspects of yourself.
yeah, the King of
I'm
Swords is in
wondering,
Capricorn, which is going with your career, your life mission, your public
right?
recognition, authority figures.
Mm,
Yeah. What were you going to say,
I'm,
Kyla? Sorry.
it's okay. I'm wondering with the moon next to the Two of Swords and then right next to the Six of Swords, is there something not, that you're not seeing, or maybe that you don't want to see, something that might be coming out? It can be little things, or I'm not sure. It also speaks about close people, right? Not just necessarily like your home, but family, your
mm,
foundations, your inner self too. So, is there something that's there, some truth or some information, some conversation that needs to be had to then reach to a next level or something like that? Maybe that might come out during the next year.
Yeah, well, I think it could be, trying to think, it could be, the next, when you're with, because this is a home and family, and when I say home, my partner that I'm living with, what would be our next step and when it would be in contemplating what we need to do to make it happen, to make me happy, to make him happy. So that could be what the Two of Swords, I see the Two of Swords is contemplating. It's sitting back and saying, okay, so what do we want to do? Do we want to move
mm,
forward? Want to stay where we are? Do we want to make it legal? What do we want to do? And so that's how I see
mm,
the Two of Swords with the King of Swords, with being truthful and figuring out what is it that we want to do when it comes to the home and the family and that type of thing. Because as far
It
as my
makes sense, yeah.
yeah,
Because
because as far as my
sorry, go ahead. Sorry, Bob.
because as far as my other family, my brothers and sisters, we live in a different house, so and everything is kind of like okay there, kind of like okay. So that's how I see the Two of Swords, like contemplating, going within and seeing, hey, let's see what happens. Let's see what truth
mm.
comes out with the aspect and with the King of Swords.
Yeah,
Right.
and perhaps, Barb, it also means maybe take your blindfold off. A little. Maybe, yeah. If you take your blindfold off, metaphorically speaking, you might see things a little bit differently.
A
Because
little
it's
clearer
interesting.
to move out. Yeah.
Because if you take your blindfold off, then you might turn into the King of Swords. Because the King of Swords sees things clearly, whereas the Two of Swords it's not so clear, is it?
Mhm.
Don't know if
Yeah,
that
because just
resonates in
yeah.
any shape or form.
Oh yeah. Makes sense what you're saying though, Barb, with the Nine of Pentacles right next to the King of Swords, because you're sort of, are you mentioning, you know, taking the relationship to the next level, and this is an independent card. And then next to the Page of Pentacles is like starting something new, something physically new. So it's like being at a crossroad. What conversation are you going to have? Take it with some humor, some lightness, and maybe that's going to happen within the next year.
Lynn, do you want to talk about the 5th house of Leo?
5th house of Leo, the creative expression, which our Barbara is, since she is a singer. Creativity. I'm not going to mention children because she's a little past that one.
Well, how do you know that, baby? How do you know that? With all that
It's true.
technology,
We are
Hey.
going to be living a lot longer. You're right.
Hey, with
Yeah,
all that technology
and-
they have these days.
Well, this is it, and she might be re-aged on that med bed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Well,
I'm just planning on adopting. That's going to make that a whole lot easier. So you might want to go that route.
yeah. You mean to? Let's just say this: that up until now, I've made a conscious decision not to have children because of my career. I mean, how can you have children when you're on the stage, when you're running around being a model in Italy or whatever? I mean, how can you do that? I made a conscious decision to do that. So whenever it was time for me to say, "Hey, look, I think I could," it's at the end. I think I could do this. The train was already gone. So you know, and just like that, there's a technology and there's adoption. So hey, you know,
yeah,
I'm not in a rush. I'm not in a rush.
Right.
I'm enjoying.
So your 5th house also has sex, fun, vacations, your business, your projects, your creative expression, and performing arts.
Ooh, I like it.
So perhaps as well, you know what we're saying about with the devil cards about Barb just having a little bit more fun. Maybe this card again shows that maybe she hasn't been having as much fun as what she should have done, but this card shows that she is having more fun, or she will be having more fun. But also it could be that the creative side of your life, maybe it becomes more stable or better, maybe not as challenging. I don't know whether you've had challenges in regard to your creative work that you've actually been doing, but I feel that this will be definitely better this coming year.
I think, Allie, taking the blinders off in the 4th house brings you into the next house easily too. I think those two are kind of flowing together with what you were saying about taking the blinders off in the 4th house.
That makes sense. And so how would you like look at the 5th house, which I think is in Leo, and
it's Leo.
Okay, and it's aspected with the 9 of Pentacles. How would you all see that?
Yeah, because I think that will bring you money and abundance and lovely things. And I think that because the 11th house of Aquarius is linked to friends and communities and long-term goals and tech and all that sort of thing, it's because of us, Barb. Let's be honest, it's all because
hey, that's why I'm here today. That's why I'm here
groups
today.
and tech and all that.
Yeah, I know.
I
know we joke about it, but that's why I'm here today. You know, my sisters, I'm telling you, my tarot sisters, man, I'm telling you, it's no joke.
And
definitely,
but I really do think that they're connected. Sorry, Kaila.
I was going to say the same thing. I think it's connected, and it shows to me this 6 of Swords is like there's new information. You're leaving something behind, and you're moving to something sort of new, right? Because they don't know what they're going to, but whatever it is, it's leading to wish fulfillment, and it's some and bringing abundance to you, right? So it's something that's very positive. So that looks great, and you are a creative person already. You perform. This is the house of performing arts, creativity, fun. Even we were talking about fun, so this is great. You've moved out of the 5, which is just a temporary setbacks, and you're moving forward, which is great.
Yeah, and along with that, which makes sense because I'm also practicing the piano a little bit more than
Yep.
I usually do.
Yeah.
And I'm learning how to play that. So hopefully, I'll get to a certain point where I can play a song for you too.
I love it.
Hey, House of Virgo, 6th house. What do we got? 9 of Cups? Is that 9 of Cups?
Yeah.
Yes.
Health, daily routines, work, pets, employees, paying karma, debt, cleaning, detox. She's our detox queen. Come on, her and Allie.
Exactly.
I'm detoxing right now. I mean, I took the half of the day off.
That's why
I
all
took-
those cups came up, because you're drinking all that water.
Yeah.
Ooh, water. But I didn't half of the day detoxing, and then the last half I had to drink my prosecco. So, but yeah,
Well, of
that's
course.
true. Detoxing,
That's okay.
detoxing. So what would that mean for you all with me with the 9 of Cups and House of Health and daily routines and works aspected with the I think would it be the 9 of
The
Pentacles?
Knight of
Would it be?
Pentacles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would
12th
that
house,
mean?
so
What would that
Pisces.
mean?
Well, that's a lot of. You got your
That's
Pisces is your spiritual and your dreams and intuitive gifts. So, and your cups is very emotional, going along right with Pisces, because Pisces is another one of those emotional signs. So,
I always read the 9 of Cups as like the cat that's got the cream, and I think that your health will definitely go from strength to strength this year. Knight of Pentacles. He's a slow but
slow
steady
mover.
wins the race, isn't he?
yes.
So yeah, don't worry about making like major steps all in one day or 1 week. Just kind of gently push it forward, and all will be good. And I think this is going to affect your everything. I always think that if your health is good, then everything else feels better. And I think it's going to have a real nice effect on everything, especially when it's aspected by the 9 of Pentacles. So yeah, it'll have a really good impact on everything. But don't worry about doing too much at once. Has anyone else seen anything different? Kaila?
Yeah, basically just what you said. The Knight of Pentacles is like, as you said, slow and steady wins the race. So you're making progress. It's not a page, so you're getting there. So, taking step by step. And with the 6 of Swords next to the 9 of Cups, and even the Knight of Swords next to that, there's probably new information coming out, or you're learning more, or finding out new stuff, and trying, and you're doing a lot better this year, which is great news.
Yeah, that makes sense because I do see myself in the Knight of Cups position in a sense that I've been through some things for the last few years, that many doctors, and I do have respect for doctors. However, sometimes they don't have the answers that I need to help me get better. So I'm looking for my own answers, by myself with books, with online information, people like Allie, because she's a professional. So, and even with you, Kaila, and with Lynn, all this information that I'm getting, I'm at a good point because I'm applying what I'm learning and what people are telling me. I take here and I take from here and I take from here and I try a lot of things. And I'm at the 9 of Cups point where it looks like something may be happening for me. So I'm kind of pretty content with it. And then with the Knight of Pentacles, I'm not in a rush to get answers. And I just want to find something that resonates with me and something that's going to actually help me get better. So I'm careful. And the Knight of Pentacles, he's careful. He takes his time. He's practical. So I'm practical and careful when it comes to that stuff. But I'm at a good point, which puts me at the 9 of Cups. So yeah, that does resonate with me.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna add, because the Nine of Cups is a lot about emotions and the devil is just above it, you know, we all have this. I mean, we all get stuck in our thoughts, negative thinking or worry, you know, just to pay a little attention to that, like what you're manifesting this year. That will go a long way.
Nice.
Nice.
Yep.
I'm thinking as you guys are talking, I'm looking at the Knight of Swords because the Knight of Swords in the house of Libra for partnerships and significant others and things like that. I think your relationship will go kind of quicker, and I think you're going to make it a bit more official with that Three of Pentacles card there. That's the feeling that I get. Does anyone else see that?
Well, it will definitely be lovely to come back like 1 year from now and see what happens, right?
As long as
Maybe
we're all
we'll all be
invited to the
going-
wedding and we get to wear a hat.
Exactly.
Get to wear hats.
Yeah, honey, put on your hat, put on your Kentucky Derby hats. I like those. So yeah, so that makes sense. So where are we now? We're at the 7th house. Okay, so we did the 6th house with it, which is the health, and a 9 of Cups there. He's sitting there nice and content, and that's where I feel for the moment right now. That's all I feel, and that's probably how I feel in
think Allie
next
kind of just explained the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords in the 7th house. Unless Kaila's got something else different, I think that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I think that's covered, I think.
Just tell
We
Valerio
can't
to start
wait to
saving.
get our invite.
Tell Valerio to start saving money.
Hey, I tell you what.
You want a
And
big
it does say
crystal ring.
contracts. You know, the 7th house
If
is
it-
contracts. What type of contract is
Yes.
yet to be seen, right?
But again,
Significant,
but then
it's
again, it could
partnerships
be
and significance others too.
yeah. So it could be you all too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be you all too. So
Yeah.
it's like a combo. But whatever it is, aspected with the 3 of Pentacles, it's a firm foundation. So there's something
Yeah.
going through gung ho, and with truth and verity, as they say in Italian, verity, truth. With that 3 of Pentacles, so something's going on within the next year.
Well,
let's just say.
And now what you just reminded me, the 3 of Pentacles, there's 3. Barbara coming into contract with the 3 of us. I mean, we could be right back to us again, Allie.
Mhm.
True.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's all about us, Barb.
Well, right now you're
Nothing
the
wrong
wind
with
beneath.
that.
Right now you're the wind beneath my wings.
Oh, love it.
you know that song.
Yep.
The
Yeah.
song.
Yes.
What's the singer that
Bette
sang that
Midler.
song? Wind beneath.
Bette
Bette
Midler.
Oh,
Midler, yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Wind beneath my wings. Yeah.
All right. So we sort of did the devil in the 8th house before. Has anyone got anything else to add to that?
Yeah, I would like for
Really
one of you
think
all to take, I mean, you probably already did it, but because I was trying to get my computer, but the devil in the intimacy, sexuality, relationships aspected with the emperor. So did we say that already? Kind of
Yeah.
like
I think it's just about lightening up a
letting
bit,
go. Okay.
Yeah.
not being too rigid.
We did.
And,
Okay,
yeah.
got that.
Mhm.
Having fun.
No, some play would not all work, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. If you have more fun, it'll bring more money. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Should we do
I
the
gotta
9th house?
be more of a bad girl.
Yeah,
Be
exactly.
more of a bad.
Be a
Almost
big bad bitch.
spontaneous.
Bad
Almost
girl.
spontaneous too.
Lynn, do you want to talk about the 9th house of Sag?
Sagittarius. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles, philosophy, belief systems, travel, international. Maybe you're going back to Italy, Barbara. Foreigners, which would be Valerio, spiritual guides, teachers, your mentors, your father figure type guides, not necessarily father, but more of a male guide, I think it is, and legal matters. Well, that could be what you guys are, what you're trying to finish up to, huh? because
Yeah, I do.
that's ninth in
Yeah.
the third house. That's with the moon. Some stuff that you're having to uncover, right?
Yeah, I do have I have a legal matter that I'm trying to work through, something that I did in the past that I'm trying to work out right now. I mean, it's nothing
Yeah.
like bad or criminal or anything like that. It's just
Mhm.
something, a legal thing. I mean, I'll tell you all whenever we're together, but I don't want to say it right now
Yeah.
because we're on YouTube or Rumble, wherever we're going to be. But yeah, I have to say that there's a legal matter that I'm going through, that an aspect of with the moon is like, what's
Yeah.
going on
Yeah.
there? Something's missing, something's mysterious. What's going on there? Something
Yeah,
you missed something. You missed something, and
Yeah.
that's
yeah,
what I
but
did. So
yeah,
yeah,
and perhaps you have to go through a little bit of the dark night of the soul to come out the other side on that legal
Get
matter.
it.
But all will be good.
Yeah. With the page. Yeah, definitely. It'll be a new beginning.
yeah. He
With
means
that.
good. That page.
Yeah.
That page is me. He
Mm,
means good.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and perhaps it could mean just a little bit more travel for you as well. Perhaps your work will bring in a little bit more travel. Don't know if that's on the cards at all.
She's all
Excuse
over
the pun.
Southern Florida singing.
Yeah,
Well, yeah. I'm
but
always traveling from Miami to West Palm.
but it
But international,
could
maybe
mean yeah, so sorry, it could mean you're traveling a little bit more throughout the US or internationally. I don't know.
international, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe you'll make sure you go back to Italy this year too. That could mean you're going back to Italy because you didn't go this year.
Yeah, I plan to go next year, like next
Yep.
summer. So,
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
so
that
that
could
could
be that
be.
too. Yeah.
That makes
Okay.
sense. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right.
And
So, so
just to add before we move on from that one, just to add to it,
Yeah.
what I'm getting is it has to do with like belief systems too, and I'm feeling like with the being aspected by the emperor or clarified by the emperor, is it like some new belief system is growing? So you're tapping into something new, or maybe you're sort of breaking down some of the belief systems you've had in the past. Maybe just look out for something like that, because the emperor and the moon next to it, maybe some new stuff is coming out, or you're looking at things in a different way.
wait, hold on. Is it
It
clear if the Page of Pentacles clarify the moon or the Emperor?
No, it
yeah,
clarifies the moon. The moon,
by
Kyla.
Oh,
the moon.
sorry.
The
Yes,
ninth and the third
yes,
house.
Yeah.
right. But
But
still,
at least the
like,
But
Emperor is
they're
still
next to
next
each
to
still,
it.
other. But the
It's
I
next to it
emperor
still
though.
is
feel
yes.
that, because
Yep.
it's like with belief systems with the moon
Mhm.
there, like,
Yep.
hidden things or things you were not aware of, or maybe things are changing or shifting, or some new things are coming to you in terms of
Yep.
your beliefs and so on.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So 10th house of Capricorn. We did touch upon this.
Yeah.
Lynn, do you want to talk about this? This is the important card, right?
Yeah. Career, public status, your life mission, destiny, public recognition, your public life, your authority figures. That could be something related to your father. Interesting that it's the King of Swords. So, aspected by the Two of Swords. From that perspective, a little different perspective. I don't know.
And this card is also a little bit of an overview, isn't it? It's like where will you be? How will you evolve? So what things do you need to concentrate on to evolve that little bit more? And I always viewed the King of Swords as a bit of a Dr. Spock, not being very emotional.
Right.
Yeah, very much in his head. So have you been more an, governed by your emotions, Barb? Perhaps this is an advice just to don't obviously not listen to your emotions, but maybe think about things from a head perspective, just that a little bit more, and be a little bit more cold and calculating in some aspects.
I think I'm already cold and calculating. And I think that's probably why the king is up there, because it's reflecting what I am, or what I'm gonna be in the next year. And I mean, I'm not cold and calculating in the sense that I'm wicked and all that stuff. It's just that some people look at me and say, oh, she's cold. She doesn't, I could come off as being cold, but I just want the truth. And that's probably what I'm going to be. My mission, my career, my future is like, what do I want to do? I think I know who I am now. I didn't know who I was before, and that's why I was, doing all types of things. I was drinking a little bit too much. I was maybe hanging around with the wrong people. I'm talking about when my modeling days, and well, I guess every model does that, but a lot of them do. But now I'm at a point where I want the truth. I'm not interested in going to different places where it's frivolous for me. I want the truth, and I do feel like the King of Swords when it comes to my future, my career. I want the truth of my career. I only want to do gigs and places where I feel good, not just to go get a buck. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, and not because I'm financially stable where I can do that right now. No, it's not like I got all that, but I'm at the point where even if I have to sacrifice losing a few $100s, but at least I can go to sing at a place or my career, do things with my career that I know that it's the truth for me. And that's probably reflecting what I really feel within myself, my mission, my future, my career. It's like, I want the truth.
I think that's really important for all of us at the moment. This kind of goes back to something I'm reading at the moment. And I feel that, of course, we work and we do things to get money because we have to live, and that's the way our world works. But if we only get excited about getting the money at the end of it, then that's not a very good thing to do. We have to be excited about the work we do, and the money that we get at the end of it is a bonus. So I think whatever work that we all do in the future, it has to be, okay, am I really super excited about doing this work and the outcome of this work for the people that I'm doing it for, and the fact that I get enjoyment from actually doing it and a sense of satisfaction. And if that's a yes, then that's a great thing for you to do. If it's I'm only really interested in the bucks at the end, then it won't be a thing for you. So I think that's a good kind of tester to ask ourselves, because then if we get excited, then it's definitely a good thing for us. It's a good growth place for us to, or a good channel for us to go down in the future. Yeah, that's what kind of really resonates with me at the moment about work.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Yes.
that well
I think
said.
that
Well
goes
said.
for all of us. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well said. And I
Exactly.
think all of us at a place where we're looking for the truth. We're sitting in our power, and we're looking for the truth. We've heard a lot of stuff that we kind of like look out of the corner of our eye about, and we just really going in our path of truth. And that's why I feel that I resonate with that King of Swords, because that's, in my future, my career, my status, my overview, my everything. So it makes sense that within the next year I'll probably be sitting there, or that's reflecting me right now.
And perhaps also it's also really speaking your truth, really, because swords is words and thoughts, and really, whatever you say is the truth, because we've all pussyfooted around people, haven't we, over the last few years, and perhaps in the next year you don't have to do that anymore. It's all about, as you say, it's all about the truth and speaking your truth, whatever that is. And God, won't that be a lovely place to be?
Absolutely. And I could also see it aspecting. What do you all feel about what I just said about the King of Swords aspecting with the Two of Swords? What do you think about that, Lynn?
No, I agree. I had to leave a little bit. I had to go get the dog. So, but no,
Sorry.
I was getting what you were saying totally. So,
Yeah. Yeah, because it's almost like I'm at the point where I want the truth. I stand for the truth. I want to know. I'm like Ellie says, I'm tired of pussyfooting around. I'm at a point in my life where I want the truth about everything. And the Two of Swords means, look, no, I'm gonna hold out. I'm gonna say, no, I don't want that other bull crap. I just want the truth. Don't give that to me. So that's how I see that. So I don't know. So that resonates.
And with the Two of Swords, I think we can only really say the truth or speak the truth when we take our blindfold off and we really see the truth about our own lives as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so perhaps we have to be honest with ourselves. Yeah. Have you got anything to add there, Kaila, before we?
I agree with everything you said, and I would say even it makes a lot of sense with what Barbara is saying about her life personally. With the Two of Swords, I think she's at a crossroad in the next year, and she's looking for a third way, a way to match what she does now and what she loves, but as you said, with integrity and with the ethics that we know what we're going to a new phase of the world, a new world, whatever you want to call it, you know. So I think definitely she's going to be at some new phase. She's looking for something better, you know, to match those two together. Yeah.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the 11th house of Aquarius. We did touch upon this.
Yeah. House of community.
Lynn?
Yep. House of community, friends, groups, long-term goals, social media, Ali, new technologies, sharing knowledge, large events, retirement, gains, and networks.
Yeah. And I've also got this one is about making money because of your network as well. And of course, with the Nine of Pentacles, that's very much about abundance and just having that lovely life. Obviously, she's got a lovely life there, hasn't she? Very abundant, gorgeousness.
Yeah. I mean, there are times when I have to break everything down and put things in a car, so that's not the best part of the gig, but I'm sweating
Yeah.
and I have to break things down and fold things up and put it back in the car so we can drive off and go back home. That's but you know,
That's you and the Six of Swords having to push that boat, Barbara. That's just that.
it all ain't as beautiful as it seems, but you know, it is beautiful.
All right, and the aspected with the Six of Swords, it's just going to get better and better over the next year. All right, let's do. We did talk about the Knight of Pentacles, right? Do you want to talk about the House of Pisces a little bit there, Lynn? Because we didn't really talk about.
Yeah, the House of
much,
Dreams and Spirituality, spiritual experiences, messages, meditation, dreams. You got charity and selflessness, intuitive gifts, empathy, no boundaries, oneness, challenges and breakdowns, illusions and secrets, mental health, addictions, and secret enemies, actually. Ooh, that's interesting.
Secret enemies. Woo, that always kind of gets you going, huh? Shucks, I hope I don't have any secret enemies.
I wouldn't think you would necessarily with it being the Knight of Pentacles, slow moving and aspected with the Nine of Cups. I don't think I'd read it that way.
No, I read it more as challenges.
Yeah, I think just as we said before, you know, it's slow and steady. You know, I think spiritually, I think you'll grow. Interesting. It's talking about dreams, and Barb's very blessed with her dreams. So I think that will kind of grow. I think your lucid dreaming will grow. And again, I think, you know, as we said regarding the health, it's all kind of slow and steady, putting in a little bit of work into that, putting in some work with your health. But it'll all be good. Have you got anything to add to that, Kaila?
I agree totally. I think the same thing as you mentioned with her spiritual gifts. I think the Knight of Pentacles is sort of like moving to a next level, as you said, maybe in something new, in a new area, something else turns up, especially aspected with the Nine of Cups and the Emperor below it. As you said, she does have some strong gifts already. So this is like moving up and onwards to the next level.
And I also think you've got quite a lot of pentacles in this spread, Barb. So I think definitely money will be better in this next year.
That's nice. I really like that. I need some pentacles in my life. Money pentacle. I need some coins.
Coins, yes.
Gold
Rita calls them
coins.
coins. So Rita calls them coins, I think, usually. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Right. So the last one, the one in the middle, the Page of Wands. This is the general overview. How are you generally dealing with things? Your general energy for the next year. Kaila, how would you read the Page of Wands for the little overview for Barb?
That's interesting. Page of Wands. Well, Wands would be like the fire card, fire energy, right? It's active. I think she's taking things a little bit slow and steady. There is something new being born there. Maybe some more inspiration coming in, as you mentioned, with her spiritual gifts and so on. I think, you know, she's moving to a new level, maybe growing in different ways. She's taking it slow and steady, and yeah, I mean, that's what I'm getting so far. Anybody else have any ideas?
I feel she could be moving. Like her work could take her to new lands, or she's thinking about that.
What makes you say that, Allie?
Don't know. I feel with the Page of Wands, you know, he's starting off on a journey, and I just get the feeling with that you know there could be a move in, you know, afoot, and it might not happen this year, but you know, perhaps you might start thinking about it.
Well, maybe
Lynn?
if the coins come through, I'll be able to move.
Yeah, exactly.
All those coins.
You can have a house in each country. Lynn, how do you read that one?
Is Lynn? Can you hear Lynn? Oh, here she
I don't
is.
know. It's interesting what you're saying about her. She could be starting a new journey. I don't know.
I feel like with the Wands card, it's more internal, like an internal journey. She's learning new things. She's, you know, getting new inspiration. Yeah, starting something totally new, whether it be mentally, her way of thinking, maybe even, and the way she's speaking, what her expectations are in the next year is changing, I feel.
And that fire could just be bringing you the extra energy where maybe some of these pentacles and cups are a little bit slower, and maybe it's just there to remind you to, you know, light a fire up under it, and not, slow and steady, but at the same time, maybe you need to pick up the pace once in a while too.
Yeah. I think within this whole zodiac sign that you all did for me, and thank you for doing that for my birthday, projected towards the next year. I think every aspect that we talked about in the middle with the Page of Wands, I believe that, and that's what I'm feeling, that I'm enthusiastic about starting all over. If I have to, I'll start all over. The Page of Wands is like this little guy that he's a girl. Yeah, that's a guy. I really like to, you know, restart something, enthusiastic about starting anew.
Yep.
And it doesn't matter how old you get, because like I said, today's my birthday. It doesn't matter how old you get. I'm at the point where I'm starting anew. I want the truth. I want the best for myself and the best for my friends and people that I love. And I don't want to, you know, I'm not interested in acting like something's okay. I'm not going to do that anymore. And a lot of people probably won't like that. Even when it comes to the aspect of reading tarot cards, there's a lot of people that probably see this video and probably say, "Oh, is that Barbara? Is that Barbara up there on that video? You know, doing the tarot cards." At this point, it's not like I don't care because I'm going to do what I want to do. It's not that. It says that this is who I am. You know who I was before. I've always respected you. I've always had a good relationship with you. This is another part of me. If you like it, you accept it. If you don't like it, then maybe you can go to another Rumble channel. Something like that. But I'm enthusiastic about getting started anew. So that Page of Wands in the middle, that's why that's a little thing, just trying to get started again. Doesn't matter how old you get or whatever. I mean, not that I'm old. It's just that, every time you have a birthday, you say, oh, I'm getting old. But it doesn't matter. And that's what I'm learning in life. So
yeah.
Thank you all for doing that for me. It all of it resonated. All of it resonated.
Okay.
When Kaila put out those cards and I saw that devil, I says, "Oh Lord, she see that devil's coming out. Oh my goodness. Oh, now they're gonna know my secrets." But that's that's how.
But
Hey,
it was well aspected, so it is
it's
by
well
no
aspected.
means the devil.
It is.
So, yeah.
It is. Now,
Yep.
if that Page of Pentacles and that Knight of Wands were like the Nine of Swords with the guy in the bed worrying, or if it was like the Three of Swords with the heart with swords going through the heart, that would have been something to really worry about. But that kind of means like, hey, take some more time up for yourself. Be a little bad girl. Be a little bad good girl. You know. That's
totally.
For people that don't know tarot, when the devil comes out, it doesn't mean that, like the devil is Satan, all this. It doesn't mean that, not necessarily, not unless you ask that question. But if you ask a question about what Barbara's doing in her life, what she can expect with, around the ninth house, which I believe is the Page of Pentacles. I don't know if that's the ninth house, and the seventh house with it's
The night.
the card that's next to it makes it a little more positive. It makes it more positive. It's almost like take care of yourself first before you take care of others. Like when you're riding on an airplane, even the flight attendant says, "Hey, get that thing on your face first, and then put it on your baby." Because if you don't put that thing on your face first, then you're not gonna be able to put it on your baby. So that's what the devil's saying. Hey, take care of yourself first, and just go ahead and then move forward. So that's my take on this. So thank you.
All right.
Good. Happy
Yeah.
birthday.
So
Happy birthday.
So let's kind of wrap this up then. So does anyone have any final kind of words on like an overview for Barb for the year, or do you think we've kind of just said most things? There's anything else coming to anybody about the year for Barb? Any more advice? Perhaps can you pull 2 further cards, Kaila, just advice, and just
do you want me to
hold
shuffle
them up?
Do you want me to shuffle again,
take them
or
off the
should I
top.
just? Okay.
Yeah. And just show us what those 2 cards are on your camera.
An ace.
Okay, can you see what I'm?
Not
I'm
really.
gonna stop sharing.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm just gonna go back to card view.
Ace of Swords and the Fool. There you go.
Yes.
Oh, okay. You just got to
Perfect.
let stuff go a little bit. Let stuff go. Speak your truth.
And you've got everything you already need, right? The Fool has everything he needs in that little bag of tricks.
Yeah.
Basically, those 2 cards just summed up what I just said.
Yep.
It just summed up what.
Yeah.
Because the Ace of Swords, Lynn, for someone that doesn't know tarot yet, what the Ace of Swords, what would that mean? What would that mean for you? You have the hand coming out of the ether, coming out of the clouds with
you're speaking your truth. There's,
exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was saying. I want the truth, man. I just want the truth. I don't want any more hanky panky and all that stuff. I want the truth, even if I have to lose whoever. And then the Fool. A lot of people think the Fool is somebody that's foolish, that's stupid, or anything like that. Doesn't really necessarily mean that, does it, Kaila?
New beginnings. No, it doesn't.
No, yeah, and you have everything you need to manifest what you want, right? It's definitely a new beginning, because the aces all represent a new beginning, and the Fool is the first card in the deck. So he's now about to start a journey. So that's great.
Yeah.
There you go, and it reflects that Page of Wands in the middle of that that showed you the mood of the whole
Yep.
of the whole thing
Whole
that we put
spread.
out, the whole spread that we put out, the whole spread that we
Yeah.
put out. It had that
Yeah.
that little page of wands in the middle that was he wants to start anew, right, Ellie?
Yeah. Yeah. And just trust that the universe has your back. You can step off that cliff and you'll be good.
Yep, that's a reflection because I already feel that. I already feel
Yeah.
so. Whatever we saw in those cards, it was reflecting what I feel, and I'm so happy for that.
All right. Okay. All right. I'll stop recording and then we'll just stay on for a bit.
All right. So
guys.
how do we want to end the recording? To say, hey, all right. Well, we want to say the name
Thanks.
of our group. We want the name of our group again, and
We are the Enlightened.
say it again because you went out. Say it again.
You went out. We lost you.
We are the Enlightened Ones of Wisdom.
Ding. That light, like the. So yeah. So whoever is watching this video, thank you for joining us. It's, this is just